I'm Banks.
I am Josh.
Odd places going viral.
Yeah. Banks, how many languages do you speak?
Okay. Oh, let's count them up. English is my native tongue. American English. American English. Actually, my original tongue was probably gibberish. If you want to go, when I was born, I probably mastered that pretty well. Then it's English, American English, and I'm a performer and I do mime, so I do not speak in my show. So,
Okay.
Charadanese.
Vietnamese. Oh, that's a new one. Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm learning Spanish. I know a little bit of German. Took in high school.
Yeah.
Lived in Japan for a while, so I know a little bit of Japan. Not fluent in any of those. The closest one is probably Spanish. I'm getting better at Spanish. Yeah.
Así vamos a hablar en español por el resto del tiempo.
Do I speak do I speak Spanish? How long have I learned how to speak Spanish? You talk too fast for me.
No, vamos a hablar. Let's speak in Spanish. Vamos a hablar en español.
Sí.
Okay.
Yo hablo español un poquito.
Well, and the reason I ask how many languages you speak, I speak around 28 approximately. Because, well, two things. One, language is a sign of genius. Supposedly, the more languages you know, the smarter you are, I guess, or the more intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think we restrict what we call a language. So I'm fluent in English, obviously. Well, okay, I shouldn't say obviously. I believe I have a resplendent mastery of English, but that's just my opinion. I am fluent in all kinds of things.
Okay. So you're saying 20 languages. What are the 20 languages?
I'm fluent in bodybuilding. I can speak bodybuilding.
All right. So got it. Oh, that's one. English, Romanian, right. Spanish.
Right. Corporate. I can speak corporate. I can speak entrepreneurship. I can speak brewing beer. I can speak obstacle course racing. I can speak poetry. There's all kinds of things I'm fluent in.
Okay. I was taking it linguistically.
Literally.
Yes.
I'm just trying to broaden the idea that it's not just linguistic. Language, it means you can communicate with another person efficiently.
I see. So you say bodybuilding. However, there is a vehicle that you use to explain that bodybuilding language. And that language is English. So you need that vehicle in order to do the bodybuilding, correct?
That is the undercurrent. Well, okay, English has an undercurrent of Latin and Germanic. But so English is the undercurrent, yes. However, I can say sentences that you would never understand unless you're a bodybuilder. I don't know if I can do it on the spot here, but I mean, I can use terminology. I can use language. I can use dialect that would cut you out of a conversation unless you were a bodybuilder. Therefore, I consider that a language.
Okay. Okay, so to define what a language is, what is a language?
It's an efficient means of communication. If you can communicate with another person efficiently, you share the same language.
Okay, so do we have odd places language, you and me?
I don't know. Never thought about that. Are we fluent in odd places? That's a really good question.
Yeah. Well, what are we up to?
Mostly English. I think we're mostly English. I don't know that we have our own language quite yet.
Really? Okay. So let's delve into that. Hang on a minute. You meet someone, and let's take you and me for example. You meet someone, and you hit it off. So you connect somehow on the English language, or whatever language you want to. And once you connect, then that connection becomes deeper as long as you hang out together. So you and I have been doing 140 some odd episodes during this virus, and we've talked about many different topics. We've gotten deeper. Now, at points, I do get lost in what you're saying. I do that right now. I have an opening and I'm thinking, okay, let's delve into this. To the first thing that comes to mind is intimacy, a language. There you go. So you have a wife, you've been with her for so many years. Does that become intimacy? So
Yes. One, it improves my communication with her. Two, other people wouldn't understand it. I think there has to be that barrier where if someone else comes into the equation, they could not just immediately communicate as efficiently.
Got it. This brings me to a point that I've been dealing with, an aspect of my life I'm dealing with, and that is one-on-one. You and I are talking. I can give my full focus to you. I'm listening to you, the nuances, the head shaking, whatever. I'm reading it. I'm right here. Okay. Now, if there was another person here, and I had to look at both of you, I do not catch your nuances. I do not know. It's tough. It's tough for me to read it, and that's why I pull out and watch the two people communicate. I can deal with that. I cannot deal. So I have an issue with lots of people. I'd rather just be one-on-one.
Well, look, you got two eyes. Like I see no excuse for two people. You got an eye for each person. What's the problem, Banks?
The problem is I have not. You know what I don't have? I do not have eye language. I cannot look at two people at the same time. I mean, I'm not Marty Feldman here. Like, so yeah. Okay. I guess the point is that the group's dynamic is hindered with me because I cannot give my full attention to one person.
And that's okay. I think that's part of any conversation. So, but the fact that you can step back and listen to those two people talk, that means you are fluent in that language. I can listen to two bodybuilders talk and understand what they're saying, whereas you probably couldn't.
Correct.
If you've never done bodybuilding, you're just excluded from that language. You're not fluent in bodybuilding.
Right.
I'm not fluent in certain things too. So I can listen to you and someone else talk about gardening, right? Or soil conservation. I have no freaking idea what you're talking about. You're talking about pH, acidity, this and that, and bugs, and this grub and that grub. I'm like, what's a grub?
Grubhub. No, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Grubhub.
So yeah. So the language, you can have intimacy language. So that is the longer you get to know someone, the closer you get to them, and somebody could watch you and me talk and realize I don't know what they're talking about. I can't figure it out. Where are they going? What are they saying? Why do they laugh every 48 seconds? Whatever. I mean, even this brings me to the point, and I'm all over the place. I know I am. If someone that does not speak English sits back and watches us, they can read what's going on through our mannerisms, through our expressions, and our nuances. Now, in that regard, we are a human. Humans have their own language. So I can watch two people speaking, you and somebody else speaking Romanian, and I can sit back and go, oh my God, Josh is upset, or Josh is not upset, or Josh is really making a point. Or
you can get generalities, but you don't know why I'm upset. So you're not fully fluent, but you know I'm upset, but you just don't know why. So here's my goal. My goal, Ben. I want to learn as many languages as possible. I want to become as intelligent, as fluent, and as many different things as possible. That's my goal in life, right there.
Well, you're up to like 20, so that's a good one. I mean,
yeah, I haven't really counted them all. I might be at 30 or 40. I really don't know.
All right. So how are you going to do that?
I'm going to sell Rosetta Stones. I'm going to make a whole bunch of Rosetta Stones. Actually, that exists. It's called YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I always look for new experiences. I'm always trying new things. I always want to get into something new and immerse myself. The best way to learn a language is immersion, right? Is to immerse yourself in the culture, in the society, in the group or environment. That's how you do it. I love it.
All right. So you just jump right in. You just
Yeah.
find an adventure or something you've never done before and go, okay, I'm going to learn how to obstacle course. I'm going to learn how to.
Yeah. Fly an airplane. Like, shoot, that's a whole freaking language. Aviation is definitely a language. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Yep. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Places going
Viral.
viral.